that Hashem is going to perform a miracle. It's a miracle. We're asking for a miracle. But we have confidence in this miracle because Hashem is our Father who is the judge under the cloak. So that's really, I think, for me, when I come into Rosh Hashanah, I always think of this experience. So how else can we access the greatest blessing? So I'm sure you've heard a lot of these things, but let's remind ourselves. So one of the big pieces is to recognize that on Rosh Hashanah, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about Hashem. It's the one time a year where we're expected to inject in ourselves an awareness that instead of it being like, where's God in my world, it's where are we in God's world, and what are we doing to be able to help fulfill the purpose of creation, which is to enhance the honor of Hashem so that the entire world will be able to recognize it. And that's why when we daven on Rosh Hashanah, we daven and we say, Zochreinu l'chaim, remember us for life, which doesn't just mean life, it means blessings, everything, all the things that we need, health, money, success, nachas, everything we're looking for. Zochreinu l'chaim, melech chafetz b'chaim, you're the king who desires life. Kotvenu b'sefer chayim, why? L'ma'ancha elokim chayim. Do it for your sake, Hashem. Do it for your sake. And I think that that's a very important secret, not just for Rosh Hashanah, which it is, it's the secret of Rosh Hashanah. The more we focus on ourselves on Rosh Hashanah, the more that we're missing the point. The way you access the blessing is by focusing on Hashem and His kingdom and the coronation. Remember the coronation of King Charles? That was our first experience in decades to be able to tap into the coronation. And there were all these customs and all sorts of things and processions in preparation of the coronation of the king. That was our experience in our lifetime to be able to tap into this. And the joy of the coronation that we're crowning Hashem king, because Hashem is the only one who really deserves the honor of the kingdom. He created everything. King Charles didn't. It's all pomp when we do it for King Charles, but when we do it for Hashem, it's genuine and it's real. And when we have the joy of the Rosh Hashanah is about recognizing how honored we are to be a part of the kingdom of Hashem, of bringing more honor to the kingdom of Hashem. We're fulfilling our purpose as Jews, we're fulfilling our mission in life, and we're elevating the entire world, coming closer to the coming of Mashiach. No question about it. But the more that a person is going to focus on themselves, they're not going to get it. But you focus on Hashem and the honor of Hashem. Hashem says, I need more guys like you. You know, people like you, I need you guys. I can't let you be busy worrying about health problems. I can't let you be busy worrying about financial problems. I can't let you be worrying about lawsuits and neighbors and all sorts of crazy things going on. You dedicate your time to learn and to grow and to do acts of chesed and to help others. I need people like you in this world. I can't, so I have to write you for blessings and for wonderful things because I don't want you to be distracted by the other things. But when a person focuses on themselves, so then amazingly, it's like you don't even, not only do you not get the honor of Hashem, but you don't even get yourself because why? For what reason? Like what did you do to be able to deserve it? And the truth is that this really is the secret to every tefillah. It's not only on Rosh Hashanah. The secret, Rav Shlomo Volba writes, that really, if you think about it, whenever you daven, the secret to being able to access all the blessings that you're asking for is by understanding and communicating how the result of this outcome is going to enhance the honor of Hashem and the honor of Shamayim in the world. It's an amazing thing. Now sometimes it's in order to be able to convince ourselves. But if you focus on, if you explain how this, Hashem, if you give me good health, then you know I'm going to be able to, let's say a person has a health issue, I'm going to be able to go to more shiurei Torah. That's amazing. If you're going to be able to give me money, I'll be able to work less hours. If I get that promotion, I'll be able to work less hours, and then I can go to that class at night that I wanted to go to, but I'm not able to go to. If you can help me, explain. And Rav Shlomo Wolbe says that's actually the ticket to every prayer. And the truth is that Moshe Rabbeinu does that. All of our greatest prayers in history, Chana, Moshe, Yaakov Avinu, so many of our greatest prayers in history are all with this negotiation, so to speak, where you say, Hashem, here's how it's going to benefit the honor of Hashem. Moshe Rabbeinu says, Lama yomru Mitzrayim, bira'ah hotziam laharogotam beharim uluchalotam me'al pnei ha'adama. Shuv mecharon apecha. Hashem, why should the Egyptians say that it's because you were incapable of being able to fulfill your promise and bring them into the land of Israel, that's why you wiped them out in the desert? I know you're upset about the sin of the golden calf. I know that you're upset about the spies. I know you're upset about these things, and you're right, and they deserve destruction. But you know what the outcome will be? The outcome will be a weakening in the eyes of the world of the honor of Hashem. Because people are going to say, come on, it's because Hashem couldn't do it. And Hashem, we can't afford a chilul of kvod shamayim. That's the whole purpose of creation. Hashem says, you're right. I can't destroy them. I have to forgive them. And the same works for every single time. Whenever we need anything, you have to be able to communicate. So I'll tell you a couple of stories, and personal. And then if we have a little bit of time, I don't know what's going to be the time, but whatever. You'll tell me when. Okay, so I'll tell you first story. So I was, as Rabbi Klein said, before being a principal, I was a Rebbe. I was a 5th grade Rebbe in Maimonides Academy in the city. And I focused a lot on the power of tefillah with my students. I remember one year, so every year the junior high kids used to make a fundraiser for their graduation trip and other kinds of things that they did. And they used to make like a Chinese auction. So in the Chinese auction, they had different prizes, $1 prizes, $2 prizes, $5, $10. The top prizes were $20 prizes, okay? And then they would have one evening on Thursday night, they would serve pizza, and they would have some special activity, and then they would draw the prizes, and they usually ran out of time. They only picked out the $1 and $2 prizes, and then the next day, that's when they had the $5 and the $10 and $20 prizes in the morning, and it was all done publicly in front of the students, or the night before it was also with the parents, and but you didn't have to be there. So, I wanted to help out my students, so I used to also put money into the Chinese auction. It's not because I want to win, it's because I want to help the students. So okay, I put in prizes just like everybody else. Had a good time. Next morning, I remember every year, I always won like one or two things because there's a lot of prizes and there were a lot of tickets. So I used one, little tchotchkelach, nothing special. Anyway, there's one year that was an amazing experience. I come to school and kids tell me, Rebbe, last night you won like 2 prizes. I'm like, really? Wow, what did I win? They said, I don't know, like a candle and like something. I'm like, okay, great, it's nice, good, cute, very nice. Anyway, so the kids were very, very antsy, my 5th graders, because we were davening at 8:30 and the junior high would start at 8, and they were going to start picking tickets at 8:45 or 8:50 in the morning, and our davening took at least a half hour, and so the kids were like, what are we going to do? I'm like, listen, you daven, we're going to daven together, and when you get to Shmona Esrei, you're on your own. As soon as you finish Shemona Esrei, you can say Alin, when you can go downstairs quietly, don't interrupt the other kids. But I said, I want you guys to know, there's no rush to run downstairs to go and watch the tickets being drawn. All you're going to do, if you're going to rush through your davening, you're just going to end up watching your friends who are upstairs davening with a lot of kavana. You're going to watch them winning. So take your time. Daven slowly, you'll win more prizes. You'll see. So, as kids are, half the kids, 2/3 of the kids finished davening in seconds and ran downstairs. And remaining, there were about 5-10 kids who were standing there really, really davening. Like I'd never seen them daven so hard. And they were pointing and they were looking inside every single word. It was beautiful. It was. I know how long they usually take, and they usually took their time, but this was a different level. They really took my words seriously. And at a certain point, I was humbled. Because I said to myself, hey, that's really amazing. Look at how they're davening. I said, I have tickets in the raffle, in Chinese auction. I should daven too. Because, Then I was like, come on, I don't really need daven. But then I said, but yeah, well then why did I put tickets in the raffle? If I don't really want to win, then why did I put tickets? Why didn't I just give them a donation? Come on, we all know it's fun to win, right? Okay. So I said, listen. I said, I'm going to daven too. I looked at them. I was so inspired. I said, I should also daven. So I closed my eyes, and all of a sudden, I was about to open my mouth, and I was about to say, Hashem, help me win a lot of prizes. Right? What's the tefillah supposed to say? Right? I think so. What else is there, right? So I was about to open my mouth and say, Hashem, help me win a lot of prizes. Rabbeinu Yonah says in Mishlei that if you don't daven for the small things, people sometimes think, I don't want to daven, I daven for the big things. The small things like a parking space and making the light and getting to my destination on time, those things I don't want to bother Hashem for. Rabbeinu Yonah says, if you do that, you're a kofar. It shows that you're not really truly believing in Hashem. Because if you truly believe Hashem controls every detail of your life, so then the small things are anyway his part of his territory. By you not davening for the small things, it shows that you don't truly believe he's in control of the small things. So you have to daven for the small things. So I have to daven for my Chinese auction. Otherwise, why am I putting the tickets in the auction? So I said, okay. So I said, Hashem, I'm about to open my mouth and say, Hashem, please help me win a lot of prizes. And it felt very empty. You know what I mean? Of course. And then all of a sudden, I thought to myself, and I said, I feel so small about to ask what I'm about to ask for. But on the other hand, I'm supposed to, because Rabbeinu Yonah says I'm supposed to. So what do I do? So I said, and then here's the tefillah that I said. I said, Hashem, I was about to ask you to help me win a lot of prizes. But I realize that I don't really need you to help me win a lot of prizes. Because the truth is that all the prizes, even the best prizes that they have, you really help me win every single day. Because you give me money and parnasa and the ability to be able to have a job, to be able to function, to be able to have the intellect and the arms and the legs and the functionality to be able to earn money. So I can buy all those prizes myself. So really, I win every single day. So Hashem, I don't need you to help me win any prizes. Thank you for helping me every single day so I can buy my own prizes. And then all of a sudden a thought popped into my head. And I said, but. I'm the Rebbe who speaks all the time to the students about the power of prayer. If I'm not going to win any prizes, they might think that prayer doesn't really work. If I win prizes, if I win a lot of prizes, kids are going to say, wow, prayer works. So if you decide that you want to use me as a vehicle to be able to teach everybody about the power of prayer, I accept, I literally, this is my prayer, I accept the mission, and I will tell everybody that every prizes that I won was in the merit of this prayer. And with that, I concluded my prayer. How do you think that prayer was? That's a good prayer. It's a good prayer, huh? I come downstairs, and the kids are like, Rabbi. I said, what? They said, you already just won 2 more prizes. I said, wow, that's amazing. I said, what are they up to? They said, they're up to the $5 prizes now. You won last night 2 prizes, you won 2 prizes this morning. I said, wow, that's amazing. I told you guys. I stayed upstairs, we davened longer, that's what. They said, yeah. Anyway, all of a sudden they start picking more prizes, $10 prizes, and again, I win another prize, and then I win another prize, and then we get to the $20 prizes. So there was like some $20 prizes that were like things that like kids would want, like, scooters and bikes and stuff like that. And then there was like this nice set of chumashim, like these leather-bound chumashim that I really, really would have loved. And all of a sudden so the way they did it was they poured like all the contents of the tickets inside of like this glass bowl, and so the principal is rolling, and all of a sudden all the kids in the school realized that something was up. So the kids all start going, Rabbi, and they all start banging Rabbi, and it's Rabbi Gross, and he reaches in and he pulls out Rabbi Abady, and the whole place is, oh, the whole place is cheering, going nuts. It was unbelievable. True story. I have many stories like this, but it's an amazing thing. It's the same essence of what Rosh Hashanah is really about. If you can find inside of yourself how what you're asking for is going to give honor for Hashem. That's the way you access the blessing, because that's what we're here for. That's the whole creation is here for. Hashem wanted the Father created the world so you should be able to enjoy yourself. He's creating the world so you should be able to fulfill a mission to be able to raise the honor of Kvod Shamayim, so we can come to Biat HaMashiach, so we can get to Olam Haba. There's a purpose, and you're part of that purpose. But you have to be able to